So I hope you guys are ready to enjoy your long weekend, because I definitely am. It's been a crazy since school got out, it's been nuts. I mean, doing distance learning courses and working full time and everything else definitely gets hectic. It's hard to believe that I'm actually wishing the summer away again. I'm definitely ready to get back into year 2 and enjoy school, because it's a set routine and it's none of this crazy trying to find time for courses and exams and everything else during the summer. And especially when it's after your first year, you get 4 months of summer, which you don't get in high school, right? So you definitely want to take some time to enjoy it. So this weekend, and I'll be taking pictures so that I can show you guys, I get to go to BC for the first time ever. I've never really been outside Manitoba and Alberta, I guess, so I get to go see BC, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I know a lot of people now, it's a month until school starts basically. September 8th is the first day of my second year and a lot of your guys' first year, and now's the time to, if you haven't already, start looking for houses and stuff. I know I've touched on it before, but moving is probably the biggest deal that you guys will have to deal with. The biggest thing you'll have to deal with come September. It's not only moving all of your possessions, it's moving your whole life. And I mean, for some people, you guys are living in Lethbridge, you've already been in Lethbridge, but for people like me, that you're moving 7 hours away, it's a really big deal. So you do what you can. I mean, try and make arrangements beforehand. Start looking as early as you can. I'm actually moving out of the place I'm in now and moving into an apartment come September. So I couldn't believe it. We looked at a place on Tuesday and we would have known on Wednesday, and somebody had already got it, and they get taken up really, really fast. So I was lucky enough. I have a place that's 10-minute walk to the university, so thank goodness I don't have to buy a parking pass this year. But other than that, for resident students, they have an option for early move-in, and take it if you can, because it gives you that little extra time to get situated. You can go see the campus. You can learn where everything is. It's a really, really big help, and then that way you get to personally know some of the students that are actually already there moving in early as well. Probably the biggest tip I can give you for moving in in residence, or just with anybody, whether it's family or friends or anything else, is be willing to sacrifice, because all those little pet peeves you have, or those little idiosyncrasies or anything like that, it's hard. You got to learn to live with people, and you got to learn to meet people in the middle. And when you live with your family and then start living with other people, it's a huge change, because your family puts up with you. They have to. Your roommates, on the other hand, they aren't as lenient and as loving, right? So it becomes difficult, and you do what you can. But all in all I can say is just try your best and have some time for yourself. If you're moving into residence, you don't always have options for space, because I had a very small dorm room where I lived with three other girls, and so you need to be able to find your own space, whether it's going and spending time downtown or going to the library, which is what I spent most of my time doing, sadly enough. Well, GPA-wise, not so much, but socially it can damper your style, I guess. So either way, you need to find you time, you need to find time to be social, and you need to find the happy medium with your roommates and lay down some rules ahead of time, or whatever works for you, right? But all in all, take advantage of the early move-in for residents if you can. Make sure that you're there for the new student orientation. It's a big, big help. They go over GPA, they go over what you should have for your first year courses, and what you can look forward to your first year, basically. Something I found out, which is good for some people to know, is after your first year, so after a minimum of 2 semesters and a minimum of 8 courses, they calculate your GPA for a scholarship. So if you have a GPA over 3.5 out of 4, you are eligible for a scholarship, basically. It's almost guaranteed. and it ranges from $500 to $5,000. So it's hard in your first year with the transition, but if you move in early and get your stuff together and set up a schedule ahead of time, it'll make things a lot easier, and that way you have a good shot at that scholarship, because I know a lot of us can't afford to go live on our own or basically anything like that, all those little luxuries that you don't really get as a student. I mean, between books and everything else, any little thing counts, right? So I mean, up to $5,000 for a scholarship based on GPA, go for it. Definitely contact the scholarship office if you can. I know you can look up the number on the website, and then that way you have an idea of what kind of scholarships you can get if you haven't applied already, because they do offer relocation scholarships and entrance scholarships. So hopefully these little tips help you. I know that if I had known a little bit more what it was like to move in with 3 other girls, I would have been a little bit more prepared, because I definitely should have sacrificed more when I was there, because I was a little bit of a neat freak and everything else, and could have let it go a little bit. So anyways, you learn as you go. Everybody makes their own mistakes, and that's how you have to learn, right? So hopefully enjoy your long weekend, and look forward to seeing lots of pictures next week from BC and the whole trip, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, talk to you next time. Bye.